Welcome to Buddhist Mindfulness. In today's video, we're embarking on a journey inspired by the profound wisdom of ancient teachings and the richness of real-life experiences. Aging is often seen through the lens of decline, but life after 70 offers a unique opportunity for growth, freedom, and rediscovery. It's not about limitations, it's about liberation, an awakening to what truly matters. In this video, I'll present 12 transformative ideas that challenge the common narratives of aging. These aren't just abstract concepts, they're deeply rooted in personal reflections, heartfelt stories, and valuable lessons I've learned along the way. Together, we'll explore ways to cultivate joy, embrace change, and find purpose, even in the simplest moments. Imagine this chapter of life as a blank canvas, ready to be painted with experiences, kindness, and mindfulness. Whether it's nurturing relationships, letting go of regrets, or rediscovering your passions, each day is a chance to deepen your connection with yourself and the world around you. So pour yourself a warm cup of tea, find a cozy spot, and let's dive into how this incredible phase of life can be the most meaningful and fulfilling yet. Stay tuned. Number 1, redefining beauty beyond youth. The societal obsession with youth has conditioned many of us to chase fleeting standards of beauty. The media, advertisements, and even casual conversations often emphasize the allure of smooth skin, toned bodies, and youthful appearances. This narrative suggests that beauty diminishes with age, leading many to feel inadequate as the years go by. However, after 70, true beauty reveals itself in authenticity, in the glow of kindness, the warmth of shared laughter, and the confidence to be unapologetically oneself. I recall the wisdom of my grandmother, whose radiant smile turned her wrinkles into poetry. She taught me that real beauty isn't what's reflected in a mirror, but what's reflected in the lives you've touched. The sparkle in her eyes as she recounted her stories, the gentleness in her touch, and the compassion in her voice painted a picture of timeless elegance. These qualities are what make a person truly captivating, far beyond physical appearances. In a world that profits from insecurities, it is vital to redefine our understanding of beauty. This begins with investing in hobbies or experiences that light up your spirit. Whether it's painting, gardening, volunteering, or learning a new skill, these pursuits bring a glow to your demeanor that no cosmetic product can replicate. They fill your days with purpose and leave an indelible mark on those around you. Margaret, a dear friend of mine, is a perfect example of this shift in perspective. For years, she dyed her hair to cover the grays, feeling that it was necessary to maintain her youthful appearance. One day, she decided to embrace her natural self and let her gray hair shine. At a family gathering shortly after, her teenage granddaughter exclaimed, "Grandma, you look like a wise queen." That moment brought tears to Margaret's eyes. Her smile was brighter than ever, a testament to the joy of accepting and celebrating her truth. Her newfound confidence inspired those around her. Margaret's decision to embrace her gray hair sparked meaningful conversations within her family about self-acceptance and the beauty of aging. It became clear that her authenticity radiated more charm than any attempt to conceal her natural self ever could. The journey to embracing your authentic beauty begins with self-reflection. Ask yourself, what brings me joy? What makes me feel alive? These questions guide you to activities and experiences that align with your true self. They help you focus on what genuinely matters rather than on external validations. For many, this journey also involves letting go of societal expectations. The pressure to conform can be overwhelming, especially when surrounded by advertisements promoting anti-aging products or peers who adhere to conventional beauty standards. Recognizing these influences and consciously choosing not to succumb to them is a powerful act of self-liberation. Inner beauty often manifests through kindness, resilience, and wisdom. Acts of generosity, such as helping a neighbor or mentoring a younger person, add layers of beauty that no cream or serum can replicate. Similarly, overcoming life's challenges with grace and courage creates an aura of strength that inspires others. One practical way to cultivate inner beauty is by practicing gratitude. Keeping a gratitude journal, for instance, helps shift focus from what you lack to what you have. This simple habit enhances your outlook on life, making you more radiant from within. Another practice is mindfulness, which allows you to be fully present and appreciate the richness of each moment. These practices not only improve your mental well being, but also contribute to a serene and magnetic presence. Each person's journey through life is unique, and this individuality should be celebrated. The wrinkles and laugh lines on your face tell a story of years filled with emotions, lessons, and growth. Embracing these physical signs of aging as badges of honor transforms how you view yourself. Instead of seeing imperfections, you begin to see character and depth. In a society that often prioritizes uniformity, daring to be different is a bold and beautiful choice. Wearing clothes that reflect your personality, speaking your mind, and pursuing passions without worrying about others' opinions are all ways to celebrate your individuality. These choices make you stand out in the best possible way. When you embrace your authentic beauty, you inspire others to do the same. Your confidence and self-acceptance create a ripple effect, encouraging those around you to let go of their insecurities. This impact is especially profound within families, where younger generations often look up to elders for guidance and inspiration. For example, Margaret's decision to embrace her gray hair didn't just transform her own life, it also influenced her granddaughter's perspective on beauty. By seeing her grandmother's confidence, the young girl learned that beauty isn't about fitting into a mold, but about being true to oneself. Such lessons are invaluable and can shape a more inclusive and compassionate society. Beauty evolves with age. It shifts from being skin deep to encompassing the richness of your character and the legacy of your experiences. Wear your life's journey with pride and let it shine through your presence. The true essence of beauty lies not in erasing the years, but in embracing them. Remember, the most captivating people are those who are unapologetically themselves. They radiate a warmth and authenticity that draws others in and leaves a lasting impression. So invest in your inner glow, nurture your passions, and celebrate the person you've become. You are, and always will be, beautiful. Number 2, the freedom of decluttering. As we age, the weight of material possessions can feel more burdensome than ever. Decluttering is not just about freeing physical space, but also achieving mental and emotional liberation. It allows us to create a sanctuary of peace and simplicity, free from the chaos and noise of unnecessary belongings. The journey toward decluttering can seem overwhelming, but it is a deeply rewarding process that starts with small, manageable steps like tackling one drawer at a time. By evaluating whether each item adds joy or serves a purpose, you begin to redefine what truly matters in your life. Material things have a way of accumulating over time, often tied to memories or aspirations. While some objects hold sentimental value, others linger as silent reminders of tasks left undone or dreams unfulfilled. Decluttering is not about discarding these memories, but about curating a life filled with meaningful items. It's about shifting the focus from what you own to how those possessions impact your well-being. The idea of decluttering an entire house can be daunting. Instead of attempting to tackle everything at once, break the process into smaller tasks. Start with a single drawer, a shelf, or a small corner of a room. Each step builds momentum and instills confidence, making it easier to continue. 1. The 1-year rule. Ask yourself if you've used or worn the item in the past year. If not, it might be time to let it go. 2. Joy and purpose test. Hold the item and consider whether it brings you joy or serves a meaningful purpose in your life. 3. Create categories. Divide items into categories: keep, donate, sell, and discard. This approach simplifies decision-making and gives clarity. Letting go of items is often more emotional than physical. It's not uncommon to feel a sense of guilt or fear of regret. However, reframing this process as an act of self-care can help. You're not losing something. You're gaining clarity and peace of mind. When I was helping my aunt clear out her attic, she stumbled upon an old, dusty quilt. It had belonged to her mother and was tucked away for decades, unused but cherished. She hesitated, torn between keeping it intact and the impracticality of its storage. Together, we decided to repurpose the quilt into smaller keepsakes for the family. Each piece became a cherished memento passed on to loved ones as a tribute to her mother's memory. This act of letting go turned into a celebration of her mother's legacy rather than a loss. Practical tips for decluttering. Set a timer. Dedicate 15 to 30 minutes a day to decluttering. Short sessions prevent burnout and keep the process manageable. Adopt the one in, one out rule. For every new item brought into your home, let go of one existing item. Ask for help. Involve family or friends in the process. Their perspective can help you make decisions with less emotional attachment. Use storage wisely. If an item is truly special but not practical for daily use, consider creative storage solutions or display it in a meaningful way. By decluttering, you're not only creating a cleaner space but also cultivating a sense of mindfulness. The act of evaluating each item forces you to be present, to consider your values and priorities. It's a process of self-discovery that reveals what truly brings you happiness. In today's digital age, decluttering extends beyond physical possessions. Our digital lives can be equally overwhelming, with countless emails, photos, and files. Taking the time to organize your digital space can provide a similar sense of relief. 1. Clean your inbox. Unsubscribe from unnecessary newsletters and organize emails into folders. 2. Delete unused apps. Remove apps you no longer use to declutter your devices. 3. Organize digital photos. Sort photos into albums and delete duplicates or poor quality shots. 4. Backup important files. Store essential files securely and delete redundant ones. The rewards of decluttering go far beyond a tidy home. It's about creating an environment that supports your mental health and well-being. A clutter-free space can reduce stress and anxiety by eliminating visual chaos. Increase productivity and focus by minimizing distractions. Enhance your sense of control and accomplishment. Foster a greater appreciation for the things you choose to keep. Decluttering is not a one-time event, but a continuous practice. By regularly assessing your possessions and habits, you can maintain a sense of balance and order in your life. Embrace the philosophy of less is more, and let go of the excess to make room for what truly matters. By creating space, you're making room for peace and mindfulness in your surroundings. Decluttering is not about losing possessions, but about gaining freedom. Freedom from the weight of the past, the distractions of the present, and the fear of the future. Start small, stay consistent, and enjoy the transformative power of living with intention. Number 3, letting go of unnecessary battles. Life after 70 offers a unique perspective. It is a time when you begin to realize that not every battle is worth fighting. Emotional energy becomes an invaluable resource, and protecting it can lead to a more peaceful and fulfilling existence. Letting go of unnecessary battles doesn't mean being passive or indifferent. Rather, it's about discerning which conflicts deserve your attention and which ones can be left to resolve on their own. Emotional energy is like a precious currency that becomes even more valuable with age. Unlike physical strength, which naturally declines over time, emotional resilience can be cultivated and preserved. However, each conflict or disagreement drains this finite resource. The more we expend it on unnecessary disputes, the less we have for meaningful interactions and pursuits that bring joy and purpose. In the past, it might have seemed important to insert yourself into every disagreement, whether it was a family argument, a workplace dispute, or even a trivial misunderstanding with a friend. But as you grow older, you begin to see the bigger picture. Many of these conflicts have little impact on the grand scheme of life. Choosing not to engage in unnecessary battles can save your energy for the things that truly matter, like nurturing relationships, pursuing passions, or simply enjoying life's quiet moments. I vividly remember a family holiday gathering several years ago. My siblings were embroiled in an argument about where we should celebrate Christmas that year. The discussion grew heated, with voices raised and tensions high. As the eldest, I felt it was my responsibility to mediate. I stepped in, trying to calm everyone down and propose a compromise. But instead of resolving the issue, my intervention only seemed to escalate the tension. Eventually, I walked away, feeling drained and frustrated. Later that evening, I realized that my efforts had been unnecessary. The argument wasn't mine to solve, and by stepping in, I had inadvertently prolonged the disagreement. To my surprise, the siblings resolved their differences the next day without any help from me. This experience taught me an invaluable lesson. Sometimes stepping back allows conflicts to resolve themselves more efficiently than stepping in. Why we feel compelled to intervene. The urge to intervene in conflicts often stems from a desire to help or maintain harmony. We may feel a sense of responsibility for the happiness of others, especially within families or close-knit communities. However, this sense of duty can lead to overextending ourselves, taking on burdens that aren't ours to carry. Cultural and societal expectations can also play a role. Many of us are taught that being a good parent, sibling, or friend means solving problems for others. While this intention is noble, it's important to recognize when it becomes counterproductive. Constantly mediating can prevent others from learning how to resolve their own conflicts and can deplete your emotional reserves in the process. Letting go of unnecessary battles doesn't mean ignoring all conflicts. Instead, it's about practicing discernment, asking yourself whether your involvement will genuinely improve the situation or whether it might do more harm than good. Stepping back can be a powerful act of trust. Trust that others are capable of resolving their issues, and trust in the natural ebb and flow of relationships. When you choose not to engage in a particular conflict, you're not being indifferent, you're being intentional. You're prioritizing your peace of mind and preserving your energy for the moments and people that truly matter. This doesn't mean abandoning loved ones in their time of need. Rather, it means supporting them in ways that don't involve taking on their battles as your own. Practical tips for letting go of unnecessary battles. 1. Pause before engaging. Before jumping into a conflict, take a moment to assess whether your involvement is necessary or helpful. Ask yourself, is this my battle to fight? Set boundaries. Learn to say no when others try to draw you into their disputes. Politely but firmly communicate that you trust them to handle the situation on their own. Focus on your sphere of control. Concentrate on the things you can directly influence, rather than getting caught up in external conflicts that are beyond your control. 4. Practice active listening. Sometimes people don't need you to solve their problems. They just need someone to listen. Offer a compassionate ear without feeling the need to provide solutions. 5. Reflect on past experiences. Recall situations where stepping back led to a better outcome. Let these memories reinforce your decision to let go of unnecessary battles in the future. 6. Cultivate inner peace. Engage in practices like meditation, mindfulness, or journaling to build emotional resilience. The more centered you feel, the easier it will be to let go of external conflicts. When you let go of unnecessary battles, you create space for peace and joy in your life. You free yourself from the stress and frustration that often accompany conflicts. This newfound calmness can have a ripple effect, positively impacting your relationships and overall well-being. By preserving your emotional energy, you're better equipped to navigate the challenges that truly require your attention. You'll find that you have more patience, empathy, and wisdom to offer in situations that matter most. Moreover, letting go of minor disputes can deepen your connections with others. Instead of being a constant mediator, you can become a source of stability and support. Letting go of unnecessary battles is not about avoiding responsibility or disengaging from life. It's about recognizing the value of your emotional energy and choosing to invest it wisely. After 70, this becomes an essential practice for maintaining inner peace and living a fulfilling life. Remember, not every conflict is yours to resolve. By stepping back, you allow others to grow, relationships to mend naturally, and yourself to savor the beauty of a life well lived. Number 4, saying no without guilt. In our fast-paced and increasingly demanding world, the ability to say no is often undervalued. For many, declining a request or invitation can feel like a betrayal of relationships, a missed opportunity, or a failure to meet societal expectations. However, learning to say no is not about neglecting responsibilities or rejecting others outright. It is about preserving our well-being, honoring our priorities, and understanding that busyness doesn't always equate to fulfillment. As we age and gain a deeper understanding of what truly matters, the importance of setting boundaries becomes clearer. From a young age, many of us are conditioned to prioritize the needs and expectations of others over our own. Whether it's attending social events out of politeness, taking on additional work to avoid disappointing a boss, or agreeing to family obligations despite feeling overburdened, the underlying force is often guilt. This guilt is fueled by the fear of judgment, rejection, or being labeled as selfish. Over time, these repeated concessions can lead to burnout, resentment, and a sense of disconnection from our authentic selves. One poignant example is Sarah, a middle-aged teacher who constantly found herself saying yes to extracurricular duties at work. Despite her passion for teaching, the added responsibilities left her exhausted and robbed her of precious time with her family. Sarah's turning point came when her daughter asked why she was always too busy to read bedtime stories. Struck by the realization that she was sacrificing moments that truly mattered, Sarah began practicing the art of saying no. Initially, it was difficult, but with each instance, she felt a renewed sense of freedom and alignment with her values. Saying no doesn't mean abandoning responsibilities. It means being intentional about where you invest your time and energy. It's important to recognize that not all activities hold equal value in our lives. By identifying what truly brings joy, fulfillment, or personal growth, we can make choices that reflect our priorities. Consider the story of Linda, an avid gardener who used to attend every neighborhood event out of a sense of obligation. Although she enjoyed socializing occasionally, the constant engagement left her drained. One day, Linda politely declined an invitation to a community barbecue and instead spent the afternoon tending to her garden. The peace she experienced that day was transformative. Over time, Linda found a balance between socializing and pursuing her passion. By being selective, she not only nurtured her well-being, but also inspired others to reconsider their own schedules. Practical tips for saying no gracefully. 1. Be honest and polite. When declining an invitation or request, it's important to communicate your reasons respectfully. A simple, "Thank you for thinking of me, but I'm unable to commit at this time," can convey your decision without offending the other person. 2. Avoid over-explaining. While it's tempting to justify your decision, excessive explanations can dilute your message. A concise response is often more effective and leaves less room for negotiation. 3. Offer alternatives. If appropriate, suggest another way to support the person or participate at a later time. This demonstrates goodwill and maintains the relationship. 4. Practice self-awareness. Regularly evaluate your commitments and assess how they align with your priorities. This clarity will empower you to make decisions that serve your best interests. 5. Use empathy. Acknowledge the other person's feelings while standing firm in your decision. Phrases like, "I understand how important this is to you, and I wish I could help, but I'm unable to at this time," show compassion without compromising your boundaries. Learning to say no is not just about protecting your time. It's about fostering a deeper sense of self-respect and authenticity. When you honor your boundaries, you enhance your relationships. Genuine connections thrive when built on mutual respect and understanding. By communicating your needs honestly, you encourage others to do the same. Boost your mental health. Reducing unnecessary stressors and obligations creates space for relaxation and self-care, leading to improved emotional well-being. Increase productivity. By focusing on tasks and activities that align with your goals, you can achieve greater satisfaction and efficiency. Inspire others. When people see you prioritizing your well-being, they may feel empowered to reevaluate their own boundaries and make healthier choices. My own journey of learning to say no has been both challenging and rewarding. I used to be a chronic people pleaser, agreeing to every favor, project, and event that came my way. While I valued being helpful and reliable, I often found myself stretched thin, unable to give my best to anything. The turning point came when I realized that constantly saying yes was not sustainable. I started small, declining invitations to events that didn't align with my interests or energy levels. To my surprise, the world didn't fall apart. Instead, I gained a newfound sense of balance and fulfillment. Ultimately, saying no is about living authentically. It's about recognizing that your time and energy are finite resources that deserve to be spent on what truly matters to you. While the initial steps may be uncomfortable, the rewards are profound. You'll find yourself less burdened by guilt, more in tune with your values, and better equipped to face life's challenges with clarity and purpose. Busyness doesn't equal fulfillment, and guilt should never be the driving force behind our decisions. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, it's crucial to prioritize activities that genuinely bring happiness and meaning. By learning to say no with grace, we open the door to a more intentional, balanced, and joyful existence. Remember, every no to something unimportant is a yes to what truly matters. Number 5. Embracing imperfection. Perfection is an unattainable and often exhausting pursuit. For much of life, society places immense pressure on individuals to strive for flawlessness in everything, from careers and relationships to appearances and achievements. However, as we age, particularly after 70, a profound wisdom begins to emerge. Life's imperfections are not only inevitable, but also what make it beautifully authentic. Instead of fixating on the unattainable, embracing imperfection allows us to savor the joy of presence and connection. The desire for perfection often starts early in life, fueled by societal expectations, cultural standards, and personal aspirations. In younger years, this pursuit might manifest in meticulously planned careers, picture perfect homes, or flawlessly executed events. While the drive for excellence can be motivating, it can also lead to unnecessary stress and missed opportunities for genuine connection. Take, for example, the story of one Thanksgiving, where I was so consumed by the need to host the perfect holiday dinner that I spent weeks planning every detail. From designing a flawless tablescape to cooking every dish from scratch, I left no room for error. Yet, by the time the big day arrived, I was too exhausted to truly enjoy my family's company. I missed the heartfelt conversations and laughter that are the essence of gatherings like these. The following year, I chose a different approach, a potluck-style Thanksgiving, where everyone brought a dish. While the table wasn't magazine-worthy and some dishes arrived in mismatched containers, the warmth and joy of togetherness were unparalleled. It was a humbling reminder that perfection is overrated and presence is priceless. Why imperfection is beautiful. Imperfection is often where life's true beauty resides. A child's hand-drawn card with its wobbly lines and misspelled words holds far more sentiment than a mass-produced greeting. A garden with a few wildflowers sprouting unexpectedly is far more enchanting than one that adheres to rigid symmetry. When we release the need for perfection, we open ourselves to seeing the charm in quirks and spontaneity. Authenticity thrives in imperfection. Relationships, for instance, are rarely without flaws. Misunderstandings, disagreements, and vulnerabilities are part of the human experience. Yet it is through navigating these imperfections that relationships grow stronger and deeper. Imagine a lifelong friendship, the shared history of ups and downs, the forgiveness of mistakes, and the mutual acceptance of flaws create an unshakable bond. Such connections are not perfect, but they are profoundly meaningful. As the years go by, embracing imperfection becomes an act of self-compassion. It's about recognizing that striving for flawlessness often stems from a fear of judgment or failure. By letting go of these fears, we grant ourselves permission to live more freely and joyfully. One of the most powerful lessons comes from the Japanese philosophy of wabi-sabi, which celebrates the beauty of impermanence and imperfection. A cracked ceramic bowl repaired with golden lacquer becomes a metaphor for resilience and transformation. The bowl's flaws are not hidden, but highlighted, symbolizing that imperfections are a testament to life's journey. Applying this mindset to our own lives allows us to see our wrinkles, scars, and experiences as markers of wisdom and strength, rather than imperfections to be concealed. Practical ways to embrace imperfection. 1. Practice gratitude. Focus on what is good and present in your life rather than what is lacking. Gratitude shifts the perspective from scarcity to abundance. 2. Laugh at mistakes. Humor is a powerful antidote to the pressure of perfection. Learn to laugh at your missteps and see them as part of the adventure. 3. Prioritize connection. Instead of aiming for flawless execution, focus on creating meaningful moments with loved ones. Whether it's a casual dinner or a simple outing, the shared experience matters more than perfection. 4. Let go of comparisons. In a world dominated by social media, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparing yourself to others. Remember that everyone's journey is unique, and what you see online is often curated and filtered. 5. Celebrate progress. Acknowledge and celebrate small wins, rather than waiting for the perfect outcome. Progress, no matter how incremental, is worth recognizing. Looking back on my life, some of the most cherished memories are rooted in imperfection. I think of a family road trip where a flat tire forced us to detour through an unplanned route. What could have been a frustrating experience turned into an unforgettable adventure as we discovered a charming small town, met kind strangers, and shared a hearty laugh over our predicament. Similarly, I recall a time when I attempted to bake a birthday cake for my grandchild. The lopsided, slightly burnt cake may not have looked impressive, but the joy on my grandchild's face as they helped decorate it was worth more than any bakery masterpiece. The pursuit of perfection often robs us of the ability to be fully present. When we're consumed by the need to control every detail, we miss out on the spontaneity and joy of the moment. By embracing imperfection, we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, authentic, and open to the beauty of the unexpected. Life's greatest treasures often lie in the unscripted moments, the laughter shared over a store-bought pie, the crooked stitches in a handmade quilt, or the spontaneous dance in the rain. After 70, there's a unique opportunity to lean into this wisdom. With fewer societal expectations and more time to reflect, it becomes easier to appreciate the perfectly imperfect nature of life. So, savor the laughter, cherish the connections, and celebrate the beauty of imperfection, because that's where life's true magic resides. Number 6, prioritizing health, a lifelong investment. Health is often described as wealth, and rightly so. A healthy body and mind form the foundation for a fulfilling life. Yet, in the hustle and bustle of daily routines, health often takes a back seat. This piece delves into the importance of prioritizing health through small, consistent efforts and shares practical steps to integrate better habits into your life. Making drastic lifestyle changes can be overwhelming, but small, consistent efforts can lead to lasting improvements. Uh, Habits such as balanced nutrition, light exercise, adequate sleep, and regular checkups may seem basic but are transformative when practiced consistently. For example, starting your day with a glass of water and a short stretching session can set a positive tone for the hours ahead. Similarly, swapping processed snacks for fresh fruits or nuts is a simple yet effective step toward better nutrition. Maria, a close friend, is a testament to the power of small changes. Uh, she used to suffer from chronic fatigue, a condition that affected her productivity and overall quality of life. After consulting her doctor, Maria realized that her sedentary lifestyle and poor eating habits were contributing to her health problems. Determined to make a change, she started with a morning stretching routine. Initially, it was just 5 minutes, but she gradually increased the duration as she began to feel more energized. Maria also replaced processed snacks with fresh fruits, nuts, and yogurt. Within months, she noticed a remarkable improvement in her energy levels and mood. Encouraged by these changes, she joined a dance class, which not only helped her stay active, but also brought joy and new friendships into her life. Maria's journey proves that it's never too late to reclaim your vitality through consistent, small efforts. Balanced nutrition is more than just counting calories. It's about nourishing your body with the right nutrients. Prioritize whole foods such as vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats. These provide the vitamins, minerals, and energy your body needs to function optimally. Tips for balanced nutrition. Plan your meals. Take time to plan meals for the week to avoid last-minute unhealthy choices. Portion control. Be mindful of portion sizes to prevent overeating. Stay hydrated. Water is essential for every bodily function, yet it's often overlooked. Limit processed foods. Reduce your intake of sugar, salt, and unhealthy fats found in processed items. Exercise doesn't have to mean intense gym sessions. Simple activities such as walking, cycling, yoga, or even dancing can significantly impact your physical and mental health. Regular movement helps maintain a healthy weight, improves cardiovascular health, and boosts mood by releasing endorphins. Example, consider Jane, a busy working mother who struggled to find time for exercise. Instead of waiting for a perfect time to hit the gym, she started by walking during her lunch break and doing short yoga sessions at home. Over time, these small steps turned into a sustainable routine that improved her fitness and stress levels. Preventive care includes regular medical checkups, screenings, and vaccinations to catch potential health issues early. Many conditions, such as hypertension and diabetes, are manageable when detected early, but can lead to severe complications if ignored. Steps for preventive care. Schedule annual health checkups. Keep track of your vaccination schedule. Monitor vital health markers like blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar levels. Seek medical advice promptly if you notice any unusual symptoms. Physical health and mental health are interconnected. Practices like mindfulness, meditation, and journaling can help reduce stress and promote emotional well being. Building a support network of friends, family, or professionals ensures you have someone to turn to during challenging times. Example: Tom, a young entrepreneur, faced burnout due to the pressures of running his business. He started practicing mindfulness meditation for 10 minutes daily, which helped him manage stress and improve focus. Tom also began journaling to organize his thoughts and set clear goals, which boosted his productivity and emotional balance. Adopting healthy habits requires consistency and patience. Here are some strategies to help you stay on track. Set realistic goals. Start with achievable targets, such as walking for 20 minutes daily or eating one more serving of vegetables per day. Track progress. Use apps or journals to monitor your habits and celebrate milestones. Stay accountable. Share your goals with a friend or join a community with similar interests. Be kind to yourself. Understand that setbacks are part of the process. Learn from them and move forward. Your body is your lifelong companion. Treat it with care and respect. Investing in your health today will pay dividends in the future, enabling you to enjoy life to its fullest. Remember, it's never too late to start making positive changes. As Maria's story shows, even small, consistent efforts can lead to significant transformations. Start today and take the first step toward a healthier, happier you. Number 7, releasing toxic relationships. As we age, especially past the milestone of 70, the significance of our relationships takes on new meaning. Relationships that once might have seemed tolerable or even endearing despite their flaws can become increasingly burdensome if they fail to bring us joy or peace. Releasing toxic relationships is not an act of abandonment or cruelty. It's an act of self-care and a commitment to one's well-being. A toxic relationship is any interaction that consistently leaves you feeling drained, unhappy, or unworthy. These relationships often involve patterns of negativity, such as constant criticism, manipulation, lack of support, or emotional neglect. Toxicity doesn't always mean malicious intent. Sometimes people are simply trapped in their own struggles and unknowingly project their negativity onto others. However, recognizing how these dynamics affect your own life is the first step toward releasing them. Why releasing toxicity matters after 70. In our later years, time becomes one of our most precious resources. Every moment counts, and the energy we invest in relationships should bring value to our lives. This stage of life is an opportunity to focus on joy, growth, and meaningful connections. Carrying the weight of toxic relationships not only hinders personal happiness, but can also have adverse effects on physical and mental health. Chronic stress from toxic relationships can exacerbate health issues such as high blood pressure, weakened immunity, and anxiety. Conversely, nurturing positive relationships can boost mental clarity, emotional stability, and even longevity. Releasing toxicity is about choosing quality over quantity in your social circle. It's not always easy to identify when a relationship has turned toxic, especially if it has been a long-standing connection. Here are some common signs to look for. Consistent negativity. Conversations revolve around complaints, gossip, or criticism without any constructive purpose. Emotional drain. You feel exhausted or stressed after interacting with the person. One-sided effort. The relationship feels unbalanced, with one person doing all the giving and the other taking. Lack of support. Your achievements or struggles are met with indifference, jealousy, or dismissiveness. Manipulation or control. The other person tries to dominate decisions or make you feel guilty for asserting your needs. Linda was a friend I had known for decades. While we shared many memories, our conversations had increasingly become a platform for her complaints and criticisms. She rarely showed interest in my life or celebrated my joys. Over time, I noticed how our interactions left me feeling drained and unmotivated. I realized that maintaining this relationship out of habit or obligation was affecting my well-being. Gently, I began to distance myself. It wasn't easy. There were moments of guilt and doubt. But with every step away, I felt a newfound lightness. I started investing my energy in friendships that uplifted me. I connected with people who shared my interests, supported my growth, and valued mutual respect. The change was transformative. Linda's absence in my life was not a loss, but a gain. By letting go, I reclaimed my emotional space and filled it with joy and positivity. Letting go of toxic relationships is a process that requires courage, clarity, and compassion for yourself and the other person. Here are some strategies to help. 1. Evaluate your feelings. Reflect on how the relationship makes you feel. Journaling or discussing with a trusted confidant can help clarify your emotions. 2. Set boundaries. Communicate your needs clearly. For example, if someone's negativity overwhelms you, let them know you prefer uplifting conversations. 3. Limit interaction. Gradually reduce the time and energy you invest in the relationship. This can be done through fewer calls, shorter visits, or declining invitations. 4. Seek closure. In some cases, an honest conversation about why you're stepping back can provide closure for both parties. 5. Focus on positive connections. Redirect your energy toward relationships that bring you joy and fulfillment. Join community groups, pursue hobbies, or reconnect with old friends who make you feel valued. 6. Practice self-compassion. Letting go can stir feelings of guilt or sadness. Remind yourself that prioritizing your well-being is not selfish, but necessary. When you release toxic relationships, you create space for positivity to flourish. Surrounding yourself with uplifting, supportive individuals enhances your quality of life. These relationships are built on mutual respect, shared joy, and a genuine interest in each other's well-being. Imagine spending your days with people who inspire you, who make you laugh, and who celebrate your successes. Such connections are not only emotionally rewarding, but can also reignite your passions and sense of purpose. They remind you of the beauty in human connection and the power of shared kindness. Letting go of toxic relationships isn't always straightforward. It can be especially challenging when the person is a close family member or someone who has been in your life for a long time. Here are ways to navigate such challenges. Acknowledge the history. Recognize and appreciate the positive moments you've shared with the person. This can help ease the emotional burden of stepping away. Focus on what you can control. You can't change the other person's behavior, but you can control your response and boundaries. Seek support. Lean on friends, support groups, or even professional counselors to guide you through the process. Embrace forgiveness. Forgiving the other person, even if silently, helps release lingering resentment and promotes inner peace. After 70, life is a precious tapestry woven with cherished moments and meaningful connections. Releasing toxic relationships is not about burning bridges, but about choosing peace and joy. It's a decision to surround yourself with people who uplift you and nurture your spirit. As you step into this empowering phase, remember that you deserve relationships that bring light to your life. By letting go of negativity, you make room for kindness, growth, and the unshakable comfort of knowing you are surrounded by love and respect. Number 8, exploring new interests. Curiosity doesn't diminish with age, it expands. The beauty of being human lies in our innate desire to explore, learn, and grow. Trying new hobbies or revisiting old ones can bring a fresh sense of purpose, joy, and fulfillment to our lives. This chapter delves into how exploring new interests enriches our experiences and connects us to others in profound and meaningful ways. Curiosity is a powerful driver of personal growth. It pushes boundaries, breaks monotony, and keeps our minds sharp. Whether it's picking up a paintbrush for the first time, experimenting with new recipes, or diving into a subject we've always wanted to learn about, curiosity leads to discovery and self-improvement. Studies have shown that learning new skills or hobbies stimulates brain activity, which can slow cognitive decline and improve mental health. Engaging in these activities helps us stay mentally active, fosters creativity, and strengthens our problem-solving abilities. Revisiting a childhood interest or a hobby from years past can evoke a deep sense of nostalgia and joy. Often, these activities connect us to happy memories and rekindle feelings of accomplishment and contentment. For example, someone who loved gardening as a child might find immense satisfaction in cultivating a backyard vegetable patch. Similarly, a former dancer might find new joy in taking up dance classes or even teaching them. Rediscovering old passions is not just about reliving the past, it's about reimagining those interests in a new context. With life experience and a deeper understanding of oneself, these hobbies can take on new meaning and bring unexpected rewards. At the age of 72, Mrs. Nguyen, a retired school teacher, decided to fulfill a childhood dream of learning to play the piano. As a child, her family couldn't afford music lessons, but her love for the instrument never faded. With her children grown and her days less hectic, she finally took the leap and enrolled in beginner piano classes at a local community center. Mrs. Nguyen's journey was not without challenges. Her fingers were less nimble than they once were, and she sometimes struggled to read sheet music. However, her determination was unwavering. She practiced daily, delighting in small victories like mastering a simple melody or perfecting a chord progression. Her newfound passion quickly became a source of inspiration for her family. Her grandchildren, intrigued by her dedication, began showing interest in music themselves. One even joined her at the piano, learning alongside her. This shared experience created a beautiful intergenerational bond, turning her personal journey into a family legacy. Benefits of exploring new interests. 1. Enhanced mental health. Trying new hobbies reduces stress, combats feelings of loneliness, and fosters a sense of accomplishment. 2. Social connections. Engaging in group activities or classes provides opportunities to meet like-minded individuals and form new friendships. 3. Physical well-being. Many hobbies, such as gardening, dancing, or hiking, promote physical activity, which is essential for overall health. 4. Boosted confidence. Overcoming the challenges of learning something new instills confidence and resilience. 5. Sense of purpose. Pursuing interests provides a sense of direction and meaning, especially during transitional periods like retirement. While exploring new interests is enriching, it's natural to face some obstacles along the way. These might include fear of failure, lack of resources, or concerns about time and energy. Here are some tips to overcome these barriers. Start small. Choose an activity that is manageable and doesn't require significant upfront investment. Seek support. Join classes, clubs, or online communities to find encouragement and guidance. Embrace imperfection. Remember, the goal is to enjoy the process, not to achieve perfection. Set realistic goals. Break down your learning into small, achievable milestones. Leverage technology. Online tutorials, apps, and virtual communities make it easier than ever to learn new skills from the comfort of your home. When we explore new interests, the benefits often extend beyond ourselves. Our enthusiasm can inspire those around us, creating a ripple effect of curiosity and growth. For example, a parent learning to bake might inspire their children to join in, turning it into a cherished family tradition. Similarly, a friend taking up photography might encourage their social circle to appreciate the art of capturing moments. This ripple effect highlights the interconnectedness of our actions. By embracing our curiosity, we not only enrich our own lives, but also contribute to a culture of lifelong learning and exploration within our communities. Every day is a new opportunity to discover and grow. Whether it's trying something entirely new or revisiting a long-forgotten passion, exploring interests adds vibrancy and purpose to our lives. It's never too late to embark on a journey of discovery. As Mrs. Nguyen's story illustrates, the pursuit of new interests can lead to personal fulfillment, inspire others, and forge deeper connections with the people around us. So take that first step, pick up that book, enroll in that class, or dust off that old guitar. The possibilities are endless, and the rewards are immeasurable. Number 9, embracing technology. In the modern age, technology has become an integral part of our lives. From smartphones to laptops, digital tools have transformed the way we communicate, learn, and connect with the world. However, for many, particularly those unfamiliar with the digital landscape, embracing technology can feel daunting. This hesitation is natural, but by taking small steps, anyone can unlock the potential of these tools to enrich their lives. Technology is not just about gadgets and apps. It's a powerful bridge that connects people across distances, fosters learning, and enhances daily living. It provides opportunities to stay informed, maintain relationships, and pursue interests in ways that were unimaginable a few decades ago. Whether it's using a smartphone to video chat with family members or employing fitness apps to track health goals, technology offers practical benefits that cater to individual needs. For those new to technology, the key is to begin with manageable steps. Here's how you can approach this journey. 1. Identify your needs. Start by pinpointing what you want to achieve. Do you want to stay in touch with loved ones, learn new skills, manage daily tasks more efficiently? Knowing your goals will help you focus on the tools that matter most to you. 2. Seek guidance. Don't hesitate to ask for help. Friends, family, or even local community centers often provide resources and support for learning digital skills. Many libraries and senior centers offer free workshops on basic technology use.
3. Practice patience.
Learning new technology takes time. Don't be discouraged by initial challenges. Celebrate small victories like sending your first email or joining a video call. My friend Sarah, a retired school teacher in her 70s, initially resisted using modern gadgets. She was skeptical about the need for a smartphone or a tablet, considering them unnecessary complications. However, her granddaughter gifted her a tablet preloaded with simple instructions and a few apps tailored to Sarah's interests, such as a digital library app and a video chat application. With her granddaughter's patient guidance, Sarah began exploring the tablet. What started as occasional use soon became a daily routine. She joined virtual book clubs, discussing literature with people from around the world. Through video calls, she reconnected with old friends and strengthened her bond with family members, even attending her great-grandson's birthday party virtually. Sarah's experience highlights how technology can bridge generations and distances, fostering meaningful connections and enriching lives. Adopting technology can be challenging, especially for those who feel intimidated by it. Here are some common barriers and ways to overcome them. 1. Fear of making mistakes. Many fear they might break a device or do something wrong. Remember, most devices are designed to be user-friendly, and mistakes are part of the learning process. 2. Lack of confidence. Confidence grows with practice. Start with simple tasks and gradually move on to more complex ones. Watching tutorials and practicing consistently can help. 3. Access and affordability. Not everyone has access to the latest gadgets. Look for affordable options or consider refurbished devices. Community centers and libraries often provide free access to computers and Wi-Fi. Technology has the potential to transform lives in profound ways. Here are some of its key benefits. Enhanced communication. Video calls, social media, and messaging apps make it easier than ever to stay connected with loved ones, no matter where they are. Access to knowledge. The internet is a treasure trove of information, from online courses to instructional videos. Technology provides countless opportunities for learning. Improved quality of life. Smart home devices, health tracking apps, and online shopping platforms can simplify daily tasks and improve convenience. Creative expression. Digital tools allow people to explore their creative sides, whether through writing, photography, or art. Platforms like YouTube and blogs enable individuals to share their creations with a global audience. While embracing technology, it's essential to prioritize online safety. Here are some tips. Use strong passwords. Create unique passwords for different accounts and update them regularly. Beware of scams. Be cautious of unsolicited emails or messages asking for personal information. Verify the authenticity of sources before sharing sensitive details. Keep software updated. Regular updates ensure your devices have the latest security features. Learn about privacy settings. Familiarize yourself with the privacy settings of the apps and platforms you use to control what information is shared. Embracing technology is not about keeping up with trends. It's about leveraging tools to improve your life. Start small, stay curious, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. By taking the first step, you're opening the door to a more connected, informed, and enriched future. As Sarah's story demonstrates, technology is more than just a utility. It's a bridge that can bring people together, create opportunities, and add joy to life. The journey may require patience, but the rewards are well worth the effort. So, pick up that device, explore its possibilities, and take the first step towards embracing technology. Number 10, ignoring others' opinions. By the time you reach 70, you've earned the right to live authentically, free from the weight of external judgments and societal expectations. Life's experiences have shaped you into a person who knows what truly matters. It's time to prioritize your happiness and embrace your individuality unapologetically. Ignoring others' opinions isn't about being dismissive. It's about finding peace in your decisions and celebrating your unique journey. For much of our lives, we are conditioned to seek approval. Whether it's the opinions of parents, teachers, friends, colleagues, or even strangers, external validation often dictates our choices. This can lead to an internal conflict between who we are and who we feel we should be. By 70, however, this burden should lighten. You've lived long enough to realize that no one else walks in your shoes, and their opinions are often a reflection of their own insecurities or limited perspectives. Take, for example, the story of Jane, a retired schoolteacher. For decades, Jane felt compelled to maintain a conservative appearance because she believed it aligned with societal expectations for educators. At 72, she decided to dye her hair electric blue, a color she had always admired but never dared to try. When she walked into her book club, she was met with mixed reactions. Some admired her boldness, while others whispered criticisms. Jane smiled, knowing she'd made the choice for herself. The joy she felt outweighed any fleeting disapproval. Why do opinions matter so much? Human beings are inherently social creatures. Our evolutionary survival depended on group acceptance, which created a deep-seated fear of rejection. This fear persists even in modern times, making us overly concerned about others' views. However, as we age, the urgency of this need diminishes. The wisdom gained through years of experiences teaches us that true happiness lies in authenticity, not conformity. Consider the case of Michael, an accomplished lawyer who always wore suits, even on weekends. After retiring at 68, he swapped his tailored attire for Hawaiian shirts and sandals. Initially, his peers from the legal world teased him, but Michael found joy in his colorful wardrobe and the freedom it represented. By prioritizing his comfort and happiness, he discovered a new level of confidence. Ignoring others' opinions allows you to express yourself fully. Whether it's through your clothing, hobbies, or lifestyle choices, self-expression is a form of liberation. It's about embracing what makes you unique and celebrating it without fear of judgment. Imagine the joy of rediscovering a passion you abandoned due to societal pressures. Perhaps you loved painting as a teenager but gave it up because it wasn't considered practical. At 70, you can return to that passion without worrying about its practicality. The act of creating art, regardless of others' opinions, becomes a source of fulfillment. Bold choices often lead to transformative moments. When you dare to ignore opinions, you inspire others to do the same. Your courage becomes a beacon, encouraging those around you to embrace their authenticity. This ripple effect can create a more accepting and understanding community. For instance, Sarah, a 74-year-old grandmother, decided to take up skateboarding. Her grandchildren were initially embarrassed, fearing their friends' ridicule. However, as they watched Sarah's determination and joy, their embarrassment turned into admiration. Sarah's boldness not only brought her happiness, but also strengthened her bond with her family. Bold floral dress. I had always admired its vibrant colors, but hesitated to wear it, fearing it wouldn't suit the occasion. When I arrived, I noticed the sea of neutral tones and felt a moment of doubt. But as the night went on, countless people complimented my dress, not just for its beauty, but for the confidence it exuded. More importantly, I realized how much joy it brought me. The lesson was clear. Prioritizing what makes you happy is far more rewarding than conforming to others' expectations. At 70 and at any age, remember this: life is too short to live for the approval of others. Embrace your true self and let your happiness shine. Number 11, financial planning for peace of mind. In our fast-paced modern world, financial stress is a common challenge that can weigh heavily on mental and emotional well-being. It's no surprise that avoiding financial planning often exacerbates these stresses. However, taking proactive steps to manage your finances can pave the way for a secure and enjoyable future, offering you not just peace of mind, but also the freedom to pursue your dreams. Financial planning isn't merely about budgeting or saving for retirement. It's about creating a roadmap for your life. It allows you to allocate resources effectively, prepare for unexpected events, and work toward specific goals. Without a financial plan, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by day-to-day expenses, unexpected emergencies, or long-term uncertainties. For example, many people delay saving for retirement because it seems far off. Yet, this procrastination can lead to a lack of preparedness and a diminished quality of life in later years. Similarly, unplanned medical expenses or sudden job loss can quickly spiral into unmanageable debt without an emergency fund in place. Steps to effective financial planning. 1. Assess your financial situation. Begin by taking a comprehensive look at your current financial status. List all your income sources, expenses, debts, and assets. This will give you a clear picture of where you stand and highlight areas for improvement. Set clear goals. Define what you want to achieve in the short term, medium term, and long term. This could include saving for a down payment on a house, starting a business, or funding your child's education. Create a budget. A well thought out budget is the cornerstone of financial planning. Track your spending to identify unnecessary expenses and redirect those funds toward your goals. 4. Build an emergency fund. Financial experts recommend saving 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. This safety net can prevent financial derailment during unexpected events. 5. Invest wisely. Investing is key to growing your wealth. Explore options like stocks, bonds, mutual funds, or real estate based on your risk tolerance and financial objectives. 6. Plan for retirement. Start contributing to a retirement account as early as possible. Compound interest works in your favor when you start young, making it easier to build a substantial nest egg. Seek professional advice. Consulting a financial advisor can provide valuable insights and tailored strategies to optimize your financial plan. Consider the story of my friend, Sarah. For years, she dreamed of traveling to Europe, but always assumed it was beyond her financial reach. One day, she decided to consult a financial advisor. Together, they analyzed her income and expenses, identifying areas where she could cut back. They created a savings plan and set a realistic timeline for her trip. Within 2 years, Sarah had saved enough to spend 3 weeks exploring Italy, France, and Spain. The trip was everything she had hoped for and more. Beyond the joy of fulfilling her dream, Sarah discovered the power of financial clarity. The experience inspired her to continue planning for other goals, such as buying a home and starting a small business. Many people avoid financial planning due to fear, lack of knowledge, or the misconception that it's only for the wealthy. However, anyone can benefit from financial planning, regardless of their income level. Fear of facing reality. It's natural to feel apprehensive about confronting financial challenges, yet understanding your situation is the first step toward improvement. Lack of knowledge. Financial literacy is a skill that can be developed. Numerous online resources, workshops, and books are available to help you learn. Perceived complexity. While financial planning can seem daunting, breaking it into manageable steps makes it more approachable. Start small and build gradually. Effective financial planning extends beyond numbers. It also has significant psychological benefits. Reduce stress. Knowing you have a plan in place can alleviate anxiety about the future. Increased confidence. Financial clarity empowers you to make informed decisions, boosting your confidence. Freedom to pursue dreams. With a solid financial foundation, you can focus on achieving your aspirations without constant worry about money. Take advantage of the many tools available to assist with financial planning. Budgeting apps. Tools like Mint, YNAB, You Need a Budget, and Pocket Guard can help you track expenses and stick to your budget. Retirement calculators. Online calculators can help estimate how much you need to save for retirement. Financial books. Resources like The Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey or Your Money or Your Life by Vicki Robin offer valuable insights. Professional services. Financial advisors and planners can provide personalized guidance and strategies. At its core, financial planning is about aligning your financial resources with your values and goals. It's not about depriving yourself, but about prioritizing what truly matters to you. By taking proactive steps today, you can create a future that is both secure and fulfilling. The peace of mind that comes from financial clarity is invaluable. It allows you to approach life with confidence, knowing you have the tools and strategies to navigate challenges and seize opportunities. Whether it's achieving a lifelong dream like Sarah's or simply enjoying day-to-day stability, the benefits of financial planning are well worth the effort. Start today and take the first step toward a life of freedom and peace. Number 12, embracing aging gracefully. Aging is a natural process and a testament to a life well lived. It is an inevitable journey that holds within it the beauty of wisdom, resilience, and a deep sense of gratitude for all that life has offered. Embracing aging gracefully means not only accepting the physical and emotional changes that come with time, but also celebrating them as integral parts of your life's unique story. Our society often glorifies youth, associating it with vitality and beauty. This cultural narrative can make the aging process seem like something to fear or resist. However, shifting our perspective to view aging as an opportunity for growth and self discovery can transform how we experience it. Each wrinkle, gray hair, or change in our body is a marker of the experiences we've had, the lessons we've learned, and the challenges we've overcome. Take, for example, the story of Mrs. Eleanor Green, a 72-year-old artist who discovered her passion for painting in her 60s. She often says, "My art is a reflection of the life I've lived, full of color, light, and texture. Each stroke on the canvas is like a chapter of my journey." Eleanor's story reminds us that life doesn't stop at a certain age, instead offering new opportunities to explore, create, and thrive. With age comes wisdom, a profound understanding of the world and ourselves. This wisdom is often hard-earned through years of experiences, both joyful and challenging. It allows us to approach life with a sense of calm and perspective that is often absent in youth. Consider the words of a mentor who once said, "Every wrinkle tells a story." This perspective is a powerful reminder that aging is not a limitation but a badge of honor. It symbolizes the countless moments that have shaped us, from the laughter that created crow's feet to the worry that deepened furrows on our brow. Embracing this wisdom can help us navigate life's complexities with grace and gratitude. Aging also brings resilience, the ability to weather life's storms and emerge stronger. As we grow older, we gain the capacity to endure difficulties and adapt to change. This resilience is a testament to the human spirit's ability to persevere. For instance, Mr. Raj Patel, a retired teacher, often shares stories of how he overcame numerous challenges throughout his career and personal life. "I've faced failures, loss, and setbacks," he says, "but each challenge taught me something new about myself and the world around me." Raj's resilience serves as an inspiration to those around him, proving that age is not a barrier to growth, but a pathway to deeper strength. As we age, we often develop a heightened sense of gratitude for the simple pleasures in life. The hurried pace of youth gives way to a more measured appreciation for moments of connection, beauty, and joy. This gratitude can lead to a profound sense of contentment and fulfillment. Imagine the story of Maria Lopez, a grandmother who finds immense joy in spending time with her grandchildren. She often says, "Their laughter is the music of my life. Watching them grow fills me with gratitude for the gift of time." Maria's perspective highlights the importance of cherishing relationships and moments that truly matter. To embrace aging gracefully, it is essential to celebrate the journey rather than focus on the destination. Each year is a chapter in your remarkable story, filled with moments that define who you are. By focusing on the positives and embracing change, you can turn aging into an empowering experience. Practical ways to celebrate aging include cultivating a growth mindset. Embrace lifelong learning by exploring new hobbies, interests, or skills. Whether it's picking up a musical instrument, learning a new language, or pursuing a creative passion, growth keeps the mind sharp and the spirit youthful. Prioritizing health and wellness. Maintaining physical and mental health is crucial as we age. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and mindfulness practices like meditation can enhance overall well-being and boost energy levels. Building meaningful connections. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. Strong social connections are vital for emotional health and can provide a sense of belonging and purpose. Giving back. Sharing your knowledge, time, or resources with others can bring a sense of fulfillment. Volunteering, mentoring, or simply being there for loved ones allows you to leave a positive impact on the world. Practicing self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding. Acknowledge your achievements, forgive your mistakes, and allow yourself to rest and recharge. The journey of aging is not about clinging to the past, but embracing the future with open arms. It's about recognizing that every stage of life has its own unique beauty and purpose. By adopting a positive attitude and focusing on what truly matters, you can create a fulfilling and meaningful life at any age. The key takeaway from embracing aging gracefully is to view it as an opportunity rather than a limitation. Celebrate the wisdom, resilience, and gratitude that come with time. Remember, each year adds depth and richness to your story, making it more remarkable with every chapter. Aging is not the end, it's the beginning of a vibrant new chapter filled with opportunities for growth, self discovery, and meaningful connections. As we age, we gain the wisdom to let go of outdated societal expectations and embrace the freedom to live authentically. This stage of life offers a chance to redefine our priorities, cherish the moments that truly matter, and discover unparalleled joy and purpose in the simple yet profound experiences of daily living. Life after 70 is not just about surviving, it's about thriving, celebrating your unique journey, and inspiring others along the way. We encourage you to reflect on your own experiences and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your wisdom can inspire others. If you're seeking more life-enriching insights, don't forget to subscribe to Buddhist Mindfulness. Together, let's explore the beauty of aging with grace, mindfulness, and a renewed sense of purpose.